Hello, Rhode Island College supervisors and cooperating teachers. My name is Janine Magliacco. I'm the principal of Henry Barnard School, located here on the Rhode Island College campus. I have been a Rhode Island principal since 2008, and I was a sitting principal when the educator evaluation changes under the Race to the Top initiative were occurring. I've had multiple trainings on the Rhode Island Model Evaluation and Support System, and I've used the instrument hundreds of times for observation of professional practice. Originally, the Rhode Island Department of Education instrument included 21 components in domains 2 and 3 of what is called the Danielson framework. RI-ICEE condensed it to 8 components after its most recent revision, precipitating the need for even more training. The Rhode Island Innovation Consortium Educator Evaluation Model, which is a tool you will be learning about, is a tool also aligned with the Danielson framework, and it is standards-based. Rhode Island College has chosen the RI-ICEE as its tool because it includes all 4 standards or domains of the Danielson framework, all standards important for teacher preparation. The standards define what a teacher candidate should know and be able to do. Evidence that a teacher candidate is meeting those standards can be gathered through observation, and the level at which that teacher is achieving can be defined on a continuum ranging from ineffective to highly effective. The written feedback that an observer or evaluator provides should then be actionable and described using the standards language on the rubric, which we will be taking a closer look at. It should be clear to the teacher candidate the evidence observed was considered to be a preponderance of evidence that led to achieving the level he or she did. As we review the rubric today, we will look at a selected components in the rubric that are aligned with high leverage teaching practices. I will be guiding you in how to use the rubric to provide useful and actionable feedback. We are going to look at sample level indicator rubric language for the 2 components 2.1b and 3.3a. The former rubric used by Rhode Island College evaluators observing teacher candidates was more subjective in nature, leading to the production of less actionable feedback aligned to a standard. In the RI-ICEE rubric, note the language is relatively objective and observable. I will note some helpful language in level descriptors that differentiates between the various levels of achievement. For instance, for component 2.1b, student interactions with one another, one difference between an ineffective and developing rating are the words does not, a rating of 1, and inconsistent, a rating of 2. Also, note the use of the conjunction or. This helps to create 2 possible general scenarios within that domain. This also reduces subjectivity. As a reminder, the evaluator chooses the level based upon the preponderance of evidence. A consistent notable difference between a 3 and a 4 throughout many of the components of the rubric is that students themselves become the facilitators of learning, monitoring, and access of learning. This is not the case every time, but is well articulated in the highly effective level 4 descriptor of 2.1b. Paying close attention to the language of the level descriptors will help an observer and evaluator decide where the preponderance of evidence lies. Once that teacher candidate, college supervisor, and cooperating teacher have a pre-observation conference, the observer or evaluator is poised for the observation. The observation will provide you with the evidence you need to assign a level of achievement to the teacher candidate for each standard. Once you have the evidence, sorting and categorizing it will help you when you assign rubric scores. During a post-observation conference, the observer or evaluator can share where the preponderance of evidence gathered during the observation fell. During the conference, more clarification may be realized regarding the evidence collected. Then, the evaluator will be ready to record the rubric scores and evidence in chalk and wire.